Hi everyone, this is Anam. Welcome back to our channel. So from today's lecture, we are going to see video lectures for UGC NET paper 1 and for the session 2024. Okay, so we are going to see each and every unit for the paper 1 like research methodology, teaching aptitude, mathematical reasoning, data interpretation, ICT and all. So we are going to cover each and every points from every unit. So for today's lecture, we are going to see research methodology important questions, which is your second unit for UGC NET. Okay, so we are going to see each and every questions with their concept, and we are going to see every option simultaneously, why the correct option, why these options are incorrect. Okay, the reason behind that, the concept behind that questions. Okay, so you're gonna cover, and we're gonna cover all the points properly. So please watch this video till the end. And before starting a video, I want to tell you something very important. So for your paper 1, we are providing you complete study material for paper 1. So paper 1, we are going to provide you as also for paper 2. Okay, paper 1 and also for paper 2, which is your subject specific. Okay, so if you are interested, please contact us on this given number. So that's it, and let's begin with the today's lecture. So as you can see here, for paper 1, we are going to provide you video lectures. Each and every unit, on each and every unit you will get video lectures. Then mock tests, we are going to provide you total 10 mock tests. Each mock test contain 40 to 50 MCQs. So like that, we are going to cover 400 to 500 MCQs. Then you will get practice MCQ sessions and plus previous year question sessions. Then notes are in very simplest language. If you'll read once, then your concept will clear at that time only. And you will also get revision MCQs PDF, or you can say 1-day revision PDF, which contains 2000 plus important questions. So for paper 1 study material, you will get in a bilingual language, Hindi as well as in English language. For paper 1, please contact us on this number. If you are interested, please contact us on this number. Or you can also visit our app, which is Global Online app. Link is provided in the description box. You can follow that link. Okay. So for paper 2 study material, we'll provide you notes and most important questions, and we'll cover all full syllabus for paper 2. And you can see here is management, economics, computer science, like that. Will provide paper 2 study material for all these subjects. So please contact us on this given number. And again, you can visit our app, which is Global Online app. Link is provided in the description box. So that's it, and let's begin with the MCQs. So first question here is, interviewing all members of a given population is called. So what they are asking, you have to read question twice. Okay, interviewing all members. What you are doing? You are doing interviewing all the members from the population. That means it is known as census. Okay, if you are doing your research and you are doing your study on your whole population, that means it is known as census. Okay, census means what? You are doing your research on the whole population. Okay, and remember, in India, after every 10 years, government perform a census. Through census, we can know that how many people are educated. Okay, in this country. Okay, in India, how many people are educated, how many people are working, how many people are not working. Okay, so through a census, people, our researcher can, study that population on that particular country, on that particular city. Okay, so remember, whenever researcher do their study, researcher perform their research on whole population, that means it is known as census. Okay, whereas option A here is sample. What does sample mean? Okay, sample means what? If you are selecting a 4 to 5 people from your population, okay, then it is known as sample. If you are selecting 4 to 5 people from your population and you are interviewing them, means interviewing all members in a population, then it is known as sample. Okay, from what I am saying here is, if you are selecting some people from your population and you are asking some question to them, means you are interviewing your from these people, then it is known as sample. Okay, if you are doing interviewing all members in your population, then it is known as census, not sample. Okay, so for this question, option B here is the right answer, census. Next question. Which one of the following is a qualitative random variable? Okay, what they are asking in question, which among the following, means from all these options, which one option or which one statement is belongs to qualitative variable? Okay, so remember, examiner will ask you a question on either qualitative variable and either quantitative variable. Okay, qualitative variable means what? Which deals with words and text. Remember, qualitative variable deals with words and text, and quantitative variable deals with numbers. Okay, remember, quantitative variable deals with number and qualitative variable deals with words and text. Qualitative, name itself defines the meaning, which shows quality. Okay, and quantitative means quantity, which give us the idea about quantity. Okay, that means numbers basically. Okay, so one by one we'll see which option indicates the variable called qualitative variable. So one by one we'll see the options. So here option A is height of a cable car station. That means cable car station's height maybe 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter. So here what you are getting? You are getting answer in the form of numbers. Okay, 1, 2 or 3. That means this is quantitative variable, not a qualitative variable. So yeah, option A is the wrong answer. Then option B, distance in meters that you have already walked today. Okay, how many distance and how many distance you have already walked today? Like someone walked today like 2 meters. Okay, again 2 meters, 4 meters, like that. Okay, again you are getting your answer in the form of numbers. Then here option B is also a quantitative variable, not a qualitative variable. Then here option C, nicotine content of a cigarette. Okay, how many percent of nicotine present in a cigarette? Okay, so on the box of cigarette you might have seen that they wrote there 5% nicotine is present on that cigarette. Okay, 10% nicotine is present in that cigarette. That means again you are getting here answer in the form of numbers. So here option C is also an qualitative option C here is also a quantitative variable, not a qualitative variable. So here option C is also incorrect. Then option D, highest education qualification of a respondent. So yes, suppose you are doing your research and you are asking your respondent that what is your highest education qualification. Okay, so here you will get your answer in the form of words and text. Like someone say I did bachelor's. Okay, I did bachelor's. Someone say I did master's. Someone say I did PhD. Okay, so here what you are getting your answer in the form of words. Okay, that means it is related to qualitative variable because it is describing their quality. Okay, their quality of education. That's why here the correct option is option D, highest educational qualification of a respondent. Next, through data triangulation method, a researcher can enhance his or her studies. So in this question they are asking us, through data triangulation method, how researcher can enhance his or her study. Okay, so first of all you have to know what is data triangulation method. What is the meaning of data triangulation method? So remember this figure, very important figure. Data triangulation method means what? Suppose in maths, whenever you solve a particular problem, there are too many methods to solve that equation. Okay, so suppose there is one problem in maths. Okay, and I am solving from method 1. that problem I am solving with method 1. Okay, so I am solving with method 1 and then I am getting my result x, y and z. Okay, and again I am solving this problem with method 2. Okay, and again I am getting same result, that x, y, z. Okay, that means what this method is showing us, data triangulation method here is showing us a validity. Okay, how valid our results are. That's why here the correct option is option B, validity. Through data triangulation method, researcher can enhance his or her study, his or her study is valid or not. Okay, so here option B is the right answer. Whereas we'll see the incorrect options as well. So here option A is popularity. No, through data triangulation method, researcher cannot say that, we cannot say that through data triangulation method that data or that results are popular, that research are very popular. No. So here option A is incorrect. Then option C is accessibility. How many people can access, how many people can access that data? Again, this is not the correct option. Then option D is readability, means how many people can easily read that research or easily read that that paper or that research. Okay, so it is not a readability, means data triangulation method does not show us the readability, how people can read it, but data triangulation method shows us the validity of that study, not readability. Okay, how that data is valid, the results are valid. Okay, so here correct option is option B, validity. Next, so questionnaire is a, so here they are asking the meaning of questionnaire. What is questionnaire? Okay, so remember questionnaire means a set of questions. Okay, whenever researcher perform research, then researchers provide a list of questions to their samples and they collect data from that sample and from that set of questions. Okay, it means if researcher performs some study, means from population researcher select some people, that is known as samples, and researcher will provide a questionnaire, means set of questions to their respondents and to samples. Okay, and from that samples in that samples, whatever people are there, they fill that questions. Okay, and through this question researcher can collect the data. So questionnaire is a tool for data collection. Questionnaire, it is type of tool which helps in research to collect the data. Okay, that's why here the correct answer is option C, tool for data collection. We'll see the remaining option. Option A here is research method. No, research method questionnaire is not a research method because it is a collection tool, data collection tool, not a research method, because you are not doing method, you are not analyzing something. Okay, that's why here option A here is the right incorrect option. Okay, then here option B is measurement technique. No, question is not a measurement technique. Measurement means you are measuring something. Okay, you are doing calculation and all. No, so here option B is also incorrect. Then option D, data analyzing technique. No, you are not analyzing, you are just collecting data, you are not doing your analyzing. So here option D is also incorrect. So here correct option is option C, questionnaire is a tool for data collection. Next, the selection of a research problem will depend on. Okay, so how researchers should select their research problem, we have to find out. Okay, so one by one we'll see options. So here option A is interest and expertise. Yes, because see, your research duration is not for 2 months or 3 months, because research process is minimum 3 years. Okay, around 3 years and maximum 6 years. It's too long. Okay, so for that you have some interest, you should know some interest about that field if you are selecting your research problem. Okay, and expertise means whatever research problem is there, you should know some you should know some reason, and you should know some knowledge about that field. Okay, so interest and expertise means experience, experts, how expert you are in that field, how expert you are on your research problem. Okay, so yes, here interest and expertise depend your selection of research problem. And then option B, data availability and relevance. Yes, whatever research problem you are choosing, so on that problem, references should be there. Means previous knowledge, what previously researcher did research on that research topic. Okay, so previous means relevance, references should be there. Something data should be there on your research problem previously. Okay, so here option B is also correct. Then option C, ethics. Yes, your research problem should depends on ethics, means your research problem should be ethical. Okay, not anything. Okay, ethical means what? The problem is like that you can do your research. Okay, someone can read your research. Okay, the ethic, the correct point and the correct research problem. Okay, so here option C is also correct. So here all these three options are correct. That's why here correct option is option B, all the above. Next. So while conducting experimental research, one should control the. So here in this question they are asking us, while performing experimental research, which variable should we control? Okay, so remember, when we perform experimental research, why researchers do perform experimental research, you have to know the reason behind it. Because experimental research provide us the relation between the independent and the dependent variable. How independent variable affects the dependent variable. Like say some example, if I am smoking, okay, if person smoking in very high quantity, okay, then what happened? Their lungs also damage. Okay, so here independent variable is deciding how to how to behave on other variables. Okay, so if you are doing smoking daily, then what happens to your lungs? Your lungs starts damaging. Okay, so here basically in experimental research, researcher perform this research to see how independent and dependent variable are related with each other, how independent variable is affecting and causing on the dependent variable. Okay, so in this case what happen is some extraneous variable comes, like some other means suppose there is one person, okay, and this person has also a different disease like diabetes. Okay, diabetes. So here what happen is, if he or she is smoking daily, then what happen is here diabetes also plays a role. Some on that disease there is some affection. Okay, so what happen here is, in experimental research, researcher should always control extraneous variable, because in this study what is researcher here studying is, researcher wants to see smoking effect on the lungs, not on the diabetes. Okay, so here remember, in experimental research, researchers should and must always control the extraneous variable. So here correct option is option B, extraneous variable, means extra variables which are affecting our study. Okay, so here option B is the right answer. Next. Scores of a sample are distributed as 4, 6, 8, 3, 7, 8, 3, 9, 6. The mean is. So in this question, so they have given us scores of a samples. Okay, and uh, they have given us some score of that samples. Okay, and we have to find what will be the mean. Mean means the average score of a whole population. Okay, so how will you calculate mean? So remember, mean formula is mean is equals to summation of xi upon n, where here submission means addition. Okay, you have to add all these terms and divide by n means number of terms. Okay, so submission xi means you have to add all this 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 3 plus 7 plus 8 plus 3 plus 9 plus 6 divided by n means total terms. Count how many total terms are there. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. So here 9 will come. Okay, add all this term and you will get 54 divided by 9. Okay, so 9 ones are and 9 six are 54. So what will we get? 6 as a mean. Okay, so here mean value is 6. Okay, means average score of a sample is 6. That's why here correct option is option A, 6. Next. Research in which researcher makes changes in an independent variable and studies their effects on dependent variable under control condition is called. So this is the definition of one of the following types of research, and we have to select the one correct option that which research definition is this. Okay, so this is the definition. Okay, so very important question, very important question. So many times examiner ask question, same question in many government universities. Okay, so what they are asking in question, you have to read it again and again question. Okay, so here what researcher is doing here, researcher making again and again changes in an independent variable to see their effects on dependent variable. So in which researcher do in the changes, and which researcher wants to make changes in an independent variable to see its effect on dependent variable in only in experimental research. Okay, so that means this is the definition of experimental research. Okay, so in experimental research, let's say example here, if I'm doing exercise daily, okay, so what happens to my weight? Okay, so if I'm doing daily exercise, okay, large amount of exercise daily for long time, then what will happen to my weight? My weight automatically starts decreasing. Okay, so here what is happening, if let's say on Monday I'm doing exercise only for 1 hour, on Tuesday I'm doing exercise for 2 hours, on Wednesday I'm doing exercise for 4 hours, like this. So what I'm doing, I'm increasing my exercising time. So here what I'm doing, I'm changing my independent variable, because here exercise is independent variable and my weight is dependent variable, because I'm saying its effect on dependent variable. The amount of exercise that I'm doing daily is matters here. Okay, that how many hours I'm doing exercise daily, it's matter. So according to my exercising hours, it's depend how much weight I'm losing again and again, day by day. Okay, so here this is the definition of experimental, or this is the example of experimental research. Okay, so one term here is under control condition. Okay, means what, while doing exercise, so many extraneous variables, so many extra terms are come in my study. So what happen is researcher always uh, control the extraneous variable which affects my study. That is known as control condition. Okay, so here this is the definition of experimental research. Then we will see the others option which are incorrect. Non-experimental research means what? In that you do not do proper experiments. Okay, ethnographical research means ethnographic. You means you are doing research like in proper behavior, proper means proper in that area. Okay, ethnographical research, it is qualitative type of research. You are doing your research and you are collecting data on the basis of qualitative. Okay, analytical research, analytical research it is related with chemistry term. Okay, it is the term related to chemistry. Analytical, where you have all your data and you do experiments. Okay, it is known as analytical research. But here in this question they are asking uh, the relation and the variable researcher changing is independent to see its effect on dependent. So this is the definition of experimental research. So here correct answer is option E, experimental research. Next question. What do you understand by hypothesis? So in this question, we have to find basically the definition of hypothesis. Okay. Again, important question. Examiner will ask you question on hypothesis. So in your exam, you will get compulsory 2 to 3 question on hypothesis topic. Okay. So what do you understand the meaning and what do you mean by hypothesis? Okay. Hypothesis means making assumption, making guesses. Okay, between two variables. Okay, how? Let's say example. Say example, if I will do study daily around 3 hours. Okay, if I am doing daily study around 3 hours, then I'll suppose and I'll assume that I'll definitely pass that particular XYZ exam. Okay, and I will pass PhD entrance exam. If I do daily 3 to 4 hours study, then I will definitely pass my PhD entrance exam. Okay, so here what I am doing here, I am supposing. Okay, I am guessing the hours of my study. If I'll do 4 hours daily study, if I'll do 5 to 6 hours daily study, then what will happen to my examination? How can I pass that exam? Okay, so yeah, so here what I am doing here is I am supposing, I am guessing. Okay, if I'll do hours study, okay, if I'll do 4 to 5 hours study, then I will definitely pass that particular XYZ PhD entrance examination. So here what I am doing, I am here guessing, I am here assuming the relation between two variables. So first variable here is study and second variable here is PhD entrance examination. Okay, so in a study and PhD entrance examination, between these two variable I am guessing, I am assuming, okay, between the relation between these two variable. So what is hypothesis? Hypothesis is nothing but tentative statement, means temporary statement, guessing assumptions for short period of time. Okay, and what I am doing here, I am assuming the relation between these two variables, which is study and other is PhD entrance examination. Study hours and my PhD entrance examination. How my study hours relates with PhD entrance examination. Okay, so here hypothesis means assumption about relations between the variables. So here option C is the right answer, or you can say option C here is the correct definition of hypothesis. We'll see incorrect option as well. Option A here is drawing some conclusion. No, you are not concluding something. Here you are just assuming, you are just guessing here. So here option A is incorrect. Option B, getting proof for some activity. No, you are not getting here proof. You are not proving any theory here. Okay. So here you are just guessing. So here option B is incorrect. Then option D, assumption regarding one activity. No, assumption regarding one, you cannot say only for one activity. There are so many activities, okay, in day-to-day life. You can make assumption on any activities and so many activities. Okay, so here option D here is also incorrect. For this question, option C here is the right answer, assumption about relation between variables. Next, sample is a subset of. So in this question they are asking what is sample? Okay, how sample is a subset of population? Okay, remember sample is a subset of population. So how sample is a subset of population? From this figure we will see how sample is a subset of population. Okay, so as you know, researcher cannot do their research or study on whole population. Researchers select that some person, researcher generally select some person from the population and they study only on sample, not on the whole population except census. In census, researcher study on whole population. Otherwise, except census, researcher cannot do their studies on whole population because it is time requiring process. Okay, and it is time taking process. So sample is a subset. Subset means what? Part. Okay, because sample is a part of population, because you are selecting person from this population which later on there become your samples. Okay, so remember sample is a part, or you can say subset of your population, not data. Data means what? Information. No, sample is not a subset of or not a part of data, not a part of some group. Remember, okay, sample is a sample is not a subset of a group or a data and a distribution, and sample is a subset of population. What does the meaning of distribution? Distribution means whatever information you are getting from samples, you distributed in the form of graph to see to do further studies and all. Okay, so here sample is a part of population, not a part of data group and distribution. So here correct answer for this question is option C, population. And thank you for watching this video. Good luck with your preparations.